तथा मैं भय या पक्षपात
अनुराग या द्वेष
Is from the Delhi Secretariat where Arvind Kejriwal and his team have arrived. Remember, he's running a high fever. He's really under the weather, but despite that, he's out. He delivered a stirring speech here. I can tell you that there were people who were sitting with me. They were in tears when Arvind Kejriwal was speaking. And I experienced something very similar when Narendra Modi was speaking in Sydney. People around also taken in. And in that sense, here are two supremely powerful orators, both at the top of their game, and they don't like being compared to each other. Mr. Modi more so doesn't want any comparison with Kejriwal, but those comparisons are fairly inevitable, and especially as Kejriwal grows into his new role, there will be more and more of this comparison. He was on the key, no histrionics, very focused in his message, saying we will stick to Delhi. We're not looking here, we're not looking there. We've made a whole host of promises to the voters of Delhi, and that will be our attempt. I want to go across now to my colleague Jugal Purohit. He's joining us from the Delhi Secretariat, giving us a sense, Jugal, of what's happening there. Take it away, Jugal.
Thank you, Rahul. We are here at the Delhi Secretariat. Just a few minutes ago, Arvind Kejriwal and his cabinet ministers have entered the Delhi Secretariat. And let me tell you, Rahul, this is extremely nostalgic. 28th of December 2013 was the day. It was a Saturday when last time around, he took the oath to the office and then came to the Secretariat with his entourage. It was around 1:30 p.m. even on that day, on that Saturday, when it so happened. The Chief Secretary, D.M. Spolia, is still there. He held a meeting with them back then. The Commissioner of Police, B.S. Basi, is still here. He's held a meeting with him last time around on the 28th of December 2013. So there is a sense of deja vu. The only missing element now, Rahul, is us, journalists. This time around with Arvind Kejriwal 2.0, we are given to understand that neither the media nor the public will be allowed inside in the manner in which it was allowed last time when he had that 49-day government. This is the distinction that he wants to bring. Today, what we are given to understand lined up is the first cabinet meeting, issues on the setting up of helpline, which he spoke about back then, issues about electricity. He's going to hold a meeting with all the top officials of all these departments. We've been given to understand that every single department has been asked to prepare a PowerPoint presentation for the new Chief Minister. Not that he hasn't been briefed already, but still there will be a briefing along with his senior party colleagues and cabinet ministers, because now they all have their individual portfolios. So that's lined up in the first cabinet meeting that they're going to hold in a short while from now. All of this coming in the backdrop.
How can he deny the media the entry into the assembly? I don't understand this at all, because even here there were a few pot shots at the media, so obviously this is going to be a continuing narrative. But how can he deny access to the media, Jugal?
Rahul, the access denial portion is working out in this way. Immediately as soon as you enter the Secretariat, there's a media room. Now, you are allowed up till there, but not beyond. You're not allowed with your cameras inside the Secretariat building, but only and only when there is a scheduled briefing by the government. So that's the manner in which this is functioning. Also, what is initially perceived as outrageous was that the public will not be allowed. But later on, we had a clarification from the Aam Aadmi Party government saying
okay, that was Jugal Purohit speaking to us from the Delhi Secretariat. This very controversial new decision of not allowing the public in. I thought last time they said it's a people's government, their offices will always be open, people can come, they'll meet them all the time, they'll be highly accessible. Now on their first day in office saying, no people, no media, stay out, we don't want you. We'll of course come and meet you when we believe the opportunity is right, but not otherwise. So very different from the last 49 days when the Aam Aadmi Party was in government, when they'd allowed everyone. It was really quite open at that time and also highly chaotic. They're probably trying to get away from there. Let me show you some scenes, because there are people who've gathered here who still don't want to go away. They're just very happy with the fact that Arvind Kejriwal has been sworn in such dramatic fashion. These are people who've been here, some since 8, 8:30, 9 in the morning, long before the swearing-in actually began. And they've been very well behaved, very organized. And I think one of the key things that Arvind Kejriwal said during his speech was that if somebody wearing a white cap comes to a police officer, an MCD official, and asks for a special favor, he says don't grant this special favor. He's also telling them whatever be the punishment that you grant in such a case, give them double the punishment. A very strong message being sent by Arvind Kejriwal to his supporters who'd gathered over here. And I think that that comment also receiving a lot of support. So this is not something that hasn't been understood. He's at least so far pressed all the right buttons, and you remember even Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his first few days in office seemed to be pressing all the right buttons. The question is, as time wears on, will these lofty ideas translate into reality? Jugal, have you had an opportunity to speak to some of the bureaucrats in the Secretariat? What's the mood in the Delhi Secretariat this afternoon as they realize that this time it is 5 saal Kejriwal? He's not here for a short while. He's not here with an uncertain future. He's here to stay at least for 5 years. What do they make of this, Jugal?
Indeed, Rahul. In fact, there is a sense of, anticipation in a sense from the bureaucrats who we spoke to from different departments, who we've been trying to speak to. Now, last time around, Rahul, if you recall, not only was the Chief Secretary abruptly removed from the post and a new one brought in, there were many changes which were made even in important bodies like the Delhi Jal Board, as I said, the Chief Secretary, and several departmental heads were also moved out. Now, this time around, what happens? We are given to understand that the present Chief Secretary's term ends, next month. Will or will not Arvind Kejriwal, continue with him? Will he bring in the Chief Secretary that he had last time around? There are several questions, and one really doesn't know just what one's future is going to be, because after the 49-day government ended, many of the schemes, many of the programs were reversed, and obviously not to the liking of Arvind Kejriwal and his party, which is now, as you said, in here for 5 long years. There is no looking back on that. So there is a sense of anticipation. Everyone is right now guarded. They want to see, they want to know just what the Chief Minister has in mind. And we are also aware that Sanjeev Chaturvedi, who was the All India Institute of Medical Sciences Vigilance Officer, yesterday we were given to understand that even he will be perhaps brought in. So, this is generally the time when every bureaucracy is looking up, waiting to see just what is the political signal, and the Delhi Secretariat in that sense is no different.
All right, thanks, Jugal. We've got some young volunteers and supporters of the Aam Aadmi Party. What's your name?
My name is Ankita.
Ankita, what do you do?
I'm studying right now. I'm 15 years old.
So which class are you in?
10th.
So you're in your board exam. There's no board now. Okay, you don't have boards any longer. But tell me, what brings you here today?
I think the very fact that we've given Arvind Kejriwal a second chance.
You didn't even vote. How have you given
But
this chance?
the entire Delhi has given him a second chance because of volunteers like everyone you've met today. And he had something
How have
against
you been helping the Aam Aadmi?
basically on social media. Because
What
that's
did you do on
all I
social
can do.
media?
I have a Twitter account that's basically devoted to the Aam Aadmi Party.
Okay, so how long have you been running this Twitter account?
It's been a year.
So what does this moment mean for you? What was going through your head when you saw Kejriwal take the oath of office?
I think it was just a historic moment that's destined to change Indian politics forever.
How do you see politics change?
I think what he's brought about is clean politics, and what he brings is like a fresh thought, because we're sick of seeing old frustrated spokespeople on TV, and when you see people like Raghav Chadda, Atishi Marlina, you see change.
Well, that's the young face of a new hope, and that's the hope that Kejriwal symbolizes today. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you. We're sitting